Hey guys, this is going to be my lather review of Stirling shaving soap. So I did a review of this shaving soap a few months ago, maybe almost a year ago now, it's been a while. But since then they've reformulated, they've messed with their ingredient list a little bit and changed proportions and everything to make this a little bit easier to load and lather up. Some people are having some problems. So I wanted to do a new review of this new formulation. So I'm a very big fan of Stirling soaps. I've spoken with Rod there a few times. He's a great guy. They're down in Texas. Super committed to creating natural shaving products at a great price. So here I have the Bay Rum scented shaving soap, and this is $6.75. And this puck that I got here is actually 6 ounces. So it's just over $1 an ounce. That's a crazy, crazy good deal on shaving soap. I really like this Bay Rum scent a lot. It's a little bit on the sweeter side of Bay Rum, which I very, very much enjoy. And as of for the ingredient list, I have it here off to the side. I'm checking it out. It is beef tallow. So it's a tallow-based soap, which usually creates very luxurious lathers. Castor oil, water, stearic acid. Stearic acid makes stuff very easy to load and lather. Glycerin, potassium sodium hydroxide, those are just used for saponification. Almond oil, lanolin. Lanolin always gives me great post shaves. Coconut milk, essential oil, clay. Clay adds a lot of slickness to the shave, which I very much enjoy. And then sodium lactate. Big fan of this stuff. Great price, great ingredient list, great company. So I'm going to go ahead and lather this up. Here in the sink, we are going to do a simulated face lather in my hand using my Omega boar brush. It's a 10066. Then we're going to do a bowl lather here with my Whip Dog 24mm silver tip. I forgot about this. The ingredient list is also on the back, and this is 100% biodegradable plastic film on here. They're very, very committed to creating good products that are good for your body and the environment, which I think it's cool. I like that level of awareness in a company. Let's go ahead and open up this puck here. Alright, so here's the puck. It's a soft puck. I'm just going to press my finger here. You can see it left a dent. So this is nice because you can press it into a container if you want to put it into some sort of a jar or something. Amazing scent. I really like the Bay Rum. It reminds me a lot of like the Synergy or Mike's Bay Rum. Anyway, I've got the puck here. It's a dry puck, and I've got my boar brush here. I'm going to knock out a little bit of extra water in here. And so one thing with Stirling soaps I learned in the past is you got to load it up a lot. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time loading right now. Alright, so that's about 45 seconds. The stuff coming off the top of the puck is just pasty. And it's already a nice lather here working up my hand, so I know we're good to go here. My hand has a little bit of wetness in it, but I'm going to go ahead and build the lather right here. Alright, so this lather I've got here is really incredible. It's dense, thick. This was not hard to load up at all, or to create this lather, and it's got a sheen to it. I don't know if you can really appreciate this here in the video, but it just got really, really nice. That kind of, it just looks like it's wet. It's very amazing, very slick, heavy in the brush. Let's pull out in the brush, see what we got here. Amazing, look at that. That is just absolutely great. I really, really like the lather I get from this, and I know from in the past that I just get great shaves from Stirling. And this is even easier to create this lather than it was in the past. Before I had to be a little bit careful with my water content, and as you guys saw here, this did not take much water to make this, so beware of that if you're using this. But this is just way easier to lather up than it was before for me. Great lather. And the scent is great. It's not too powerful at all, but it's definitely very present, which I appreciate. Alright, now for the bowl lather. Just going to knock out the extra water here on my Badger brush. And just going to load up directly from the puck. Alright, it's not too hard. I did spend extra time just because I want to make sure I have enough soap here. Lots loaded up in my brush. Take my lathering bowl. This is my Captain's Choice lathering bowl. Just knock out the extra water in here. There's a little bit of residual wetness. I'm going to build the lather here in the bowl. Alright, so this is already a very nice quality lather in here. Looks a lot the same that I created there in my hand. I really like this a lot. I'm going to keep going here, see what we can get from this. I think we can make it a little bit better. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and stop there. Lots of lather here. It's that same kind of dense, thick, nice lather that I got from the simulated face lather. There we go. The brush is loaded up. It's very thick. It's, once again, you know, it's not, just to be honest with you guys, I think you can see here, it's not as high of quality. I think I added in a little bit too much water there. It's not as absolutely perfect as it was with the simulated face lather. I mean, that was a near perfect lather. This one is very good. It's not quite as dense though. I think I put in maybe a little bit more water here in the bowl, and also you do need to load up a lot of soap, and even though this is a pretty stiff brush, it's just easier to use a bore brush. So I do recommend you use a bore brush with these Stirling soaps and keep the lather very dry. Alright, so that was my lather review of the new formulation of the Stirling shaving soaps. I do think that this is easier to lather up and to load, but you do need to load up a bunch of soap, so I think it's better to use a bore brush, and you got to keep that lather dry. But if you do, you'll get just one of the best, most luxurious lathers. It's just truly amazing all around. I really love this soap, and stay tuned. Shave review to follow.